Alrighty, time for some weekly updates. Got another edition here, a little spotlight, which you can't see all that well. I'll tell you what, that's worked out as a pretty good idea. I've got a bit of a consumerist talk coming up this week, and I went on an epic forest trip, which is pretty good. I talk about dealing with rough roads, sort of more forest tracks, so to speak, and how to get through them, with two-wheel drive cars as opposed to four-wheel drive. And get a bit of a look at this forest before we go to a relative's abandoned building. And I'll show you a few of the wood-fired devices that he's got inside. And you'll see a very, very small possum that has four little babies that are about the size of rats. That's how small the babies are. The adult possum is very small, and a bit of old farm machinery from way back with steel wheels and stuff like that. You'll enjoy it. Other than that, it's been a week of computer problems, and got a Trojan, cleared the cache. I think I've fixed the computer, but the tablet's got the same damn Trojan, and the end is pretty quick. Becoming not too far off. I honestly thought I was going to go in and buy a brand new laptop today and have to spend most of the day setting it up, getting virus scanners on it and whatnot. That's the sort of troubles we've been having. Honestly, it doesn't have Bluetooth. It's a nightmare to transfer things onto it as a result. It's Windows Vista. I can't get any compatible printers for it. Most software is too old. The operating system is too old for most software now. The machine's not terribly fast, and its battery is about half an hour's life. And yeah, so as much as I could stuff around and try and get another battery, which probably will just be a dead horse, because I've seen, I tried to get a battery for a phone once. It took 11 months to get the damn thing. By that time I'd thrown the phone away, and I had to pay up front for this thing. And I've seen batteries that have sat on the shelf for a long time, and they're basically die of deep discharge by the time you even get them. So the reality is, that by the time I stuff ass around and fix it, I'm still going to have a computer that's in the friggin' Stone Age anyway, and probably not realistically going to be able to get a replacement battery, and I don't really want to wait frickin' ages to have it turn up and all that sort of crap. But other than that, we've had about 17.5 mil of rain, which is not quite 3/4 of an inch, but getting closer to 3/4 of an inch, which is quite a surprise actually. The old ain't going to be too far off, and I'm going to have to make this dehydrator, because these come along quite well. Might look much bigger from last week, but trust me, a few more weeks and she'll be game on, and I'll be picking all these. The figs are at least 2 inches. They're getting pretty good too. I ain't going to be far off, and we're going to be picking stuff. I'll show you I'll give them a quick water before I go in. Get a bloody virus scanner on the tablet first, and then I can upload all the videos. I was told when I got the tablet by a guy in a computer store, there's no point getting a virus scanner because the viruses for them are so rare. No, not anymore. Here's that. Actually coming along a pretty decent size. Some bloody thing dug a hole there, that's why I've got this mesh over there. Bit of a pisswig last minute throw on to stop any more hole digging. I don't know if these are going to be producing, but I hope I'll get something by the autumn. I sort of planted them very late, but then at the same token, it's been a bit of a bizarre spring. It's either too hot or too flippin' cold half the time. It's been surprising. I've been running the wood heater again lately because it's been so damn cool. You come back and it's like, yeah, really quite cool on it. And I didn't think I'd be running the wood heater again, but anyway, I'm freed up a bit for money at the moment, so these two might have to get their little chips and spade or whatever you call it as well, and get registered and all the other bullshit I've got to do. What was I going to say? Oh shit. Oh yeah, yes. Old toilet. Went all right with the sheep. I'm going to get about $1,200 apparently for that, and got about $1,000 or something sitting in the bank for pay at the moment. He does two sorts of systems. Like, we need a dramatic upgrade. I'm a fucking dramatic upgrade of the toilet system here. Two sorts of systems. One you can feed all your grey water into, and your sewage. Works out about $5,000. One just for sewage works out about $2,000. And I mean, time this wool check clears, I'm gonna, have $2,000 if I don't buy any groceries and don't get these guys spayed. But anyway, within 2 weeks I got another $1,000, and yeah, I've got to go and see him and get an official quote. Usually he wants most of the money up front, or at least half of it, or some bloody thing. So I've got to work that out. Stop flaming for him. And I tend to tank or something out here somewhere. Actually, most likely even over here. And just run a pipe from the dunny through to over here. Actually, looking on it, that's a bit of an angle there, so I might actually end up with a tank in the front lawn there. I've got to play around and try and work out the exact level that it all is. I don't think I'll be able to use the brother-in-law's dumpy to check it anytime soon, but I'm sure I'll work out a method. And there's a method involving water pipe, and you fill the water pipe up with water, and the water gets a natural height. And I have 80 metres of half-inch garden hose hidden in those box thorns there, along with a whole heap of other bits and pieces. So I might use that old-school method to find out the level of all this sort of stuff. But I know from the driveway on it, definitely, and especially just past these 2 trees of the box thorns there, it goes down like a flaming really quite quickly. But I think we've got enough of an angle here, at least past the driveway, but it might be good enough so that it actually starts. But I've got to really work out what the lay of the land is here, and if it is a downhill run, it'll be in the front lawn, and if not, it'll be out there somewhere. There's a particular one that the local government wants you to have, which is drip line, and the drip line fucks up after about a year. That's the reality. So I might end up with some kind of a sand filter system, blah blah blah. I thought people just used Aggie pipe. That's what I've seen many other times. But I'll ask him what the go is. He sort of knows what he's talking about. And we will look into getting a real fucking flush toilet. Most likely inside the veranda there. But anyway, that might be a month or two off yet, we'll see. He's the sort of guy that only works about 3 hours a day or 5 hours a day. He's actually can't get the pension, old age pension, due to too many assets. But never mind his personal life. And yeah, might have a girlfriend-worthy toilet, not the fucking old clinger I got out there that's... I don't show you guys because you don't want to fucking see. Fair bad. I can see the light. Just installed my little spotlight one, and as you can tell, well, it directs the light a hell of a lot better than the two little garden lights there, to the point it's unbelievable. You could almost use it as a solar-powered torch. It's pretty flaming good. It's shockingly good. I'll see if you can see the door. No, you probably can't. I can see every screw, every flipping nail without that big of a deal on the door. It is that well lit. So I'm never going to miss getting the key in the flipping keyhole now. Until the little batteries on these things turn to shit, or I come back at 4 AM when they've gone flat, which is not generally my thing. If you guys can hear that, it's the sound of a jackhammer and excavator. We've been hearing it all day long. Oh God. Every day I've had off for the last 2 weeks or 3 weeks. And, I don't know what the hell is going on, but I do know that they're got some roads going in, and I see some different bits fenced off and earth moving gear, and I think they're opening up a few more 5-acre blocks up the road from me. Directly across the road from me, the guy had 2 blocks for sale. They were, it was one paddock, but it was on 2 separate titles or something like that. But alas, apparently, even though it's on 2 separate titles, they can only build 1 house there. So I thought I'd have 2 houses going up beside me, and the dickheads would be leaving their dogs go free and come walking in with their sheep and attack the damn sheep and all that sort of crap. But that doesn't look like it'll be happening. The real estate agent has had a few people look at it with the idea that, oh, well, we can buy both blocks and then build a house and sell one of the blocks, and that'll pay for a house, or, help us along financially. And the council says no. So, having said that, we have had a dog hanging around here. It's somebody else's dog. I think it's a Cocker Spaniel. And it's been at my parents' place, and it was on the side of the road down near my parents' place, and yeah, thought it might have walked into my place at one point there, and that's what happens when you get an area that's all been farms, and then they break it all into a bunch of 5-acre blocks, and you get all these people from the city who sort of want to live in the quote-unquote country and come out here. I tell you what, where I grew up, you couldn't even see another house. You had to go over the horizon at least twice to see one other house. Here, this feels like the suburbia of country living, because I can see other houses, even though most of us are on, 50-acre blocks or whatever, and sure, at least 30 acres, some cases 90 acres or more. But now, it's all splitting into 5-acre blocks in different areas, and it's not the country as I knew it. It's not the country as I grew up with, where it was just
you own from one horizon to the next, you know. This may be, I don't think it's a character that's been hanging around my parents' place and my place. It's all the same, I don't like the idea of a dog hanging around. Of course it's somebody else's damn dog. The cats don't seem too perturbed. Hey? Dog's a bit nervous to me. Up the driveway it goes. The other one that was hanging around was bigger than that. And that's not a Cocker Spaniel-y looking thing. Looks similar, but it's a lot bigger. Oh, these things. It's like a giant blooming bull ant that's sort of got a bit of a green iridescent tinge to it. It's real glossy. Unbelievable. There's another one here a second ago. He might have walked around the other side, no? Well, this is not the best camera. This is a tree of geckos, trolls and other intrigue. Little tiny sugar ants, you see. Oh, look at that. Become huge. I don't know exactly what it is, but got some decent front antenna.